Slasher Island by Esar Rabadi. Act 1, Scene 1. Too cold to handle. The scene begins on the stage set for the season finale of the reality TV dating series Slasher Island. There is a big orange-red couch propped up on a platform. Cameras and lighting equipment surround set. The season's recap plays on a large screen behind set.
Previously on Slasher Island.
The first clip shows a cat fight. Male contestants cheer in the background, edging the fight.
The hottest, gnarliest bitch fests.
One of the girls slaps the other and says, "He's my man!"
Love triangles.
One of the guys slaps the other and says, "He's my man!"
Gay love triangles.
The fourth clip shows the two guys pulling on the arms of a third guy. The third guy frees himself from both and kisses a fourth guy, saying, "I don't want either of you. My heart only belongs to Ramon."
Jokes. Gay love squares.
Kevin announces third guy and Ramon are eliminated or slashed during semifinals. They cry in each other's arms.
Not everyone can survive this island, where love meets death and passion meets horror. This is Slasher Island.
Epic outro music plays. Suddenly, the screen turns dramatically black and bold red words, "Next on," appear. Flickering images of a killer in a mask yielding a knife appear. Then a sharp scream. Lights turn back on and the camera starts rolling.
Welcome to the season finale of Slasher Island! I'm your host, Kevin Dubois, and as you all know, I found the love of my life in college during the infamous slasher stabbings. I believe that the fear of death can be utilized to find true love. But don't worry, folks, there's no serial killer here.
Why do I feel that you just jinxed us?
Kevin proceeds with interviewing the finale's contestants before the first challenge commences. A pleading and bleeding Ramon cuts the interview short, warning the contestants of the slasher. The cast and crew panic and contemplate leaving the show and getting to safety to Kevin's dismay.
We are not stopping the show!
Ramon dies.
He's faking it!
Everyone starts to fight and argue with Kevin. The lights at the set turn off suddenly, causing the ruckus to quiet. The set turns on again, showing the masked slasher, who speaks with a low, masculine-sounding, artificial voice slasher. Filter. Hey, girly pops. It's your boy, the slasher, coming live from the studio. I hear that you've been talking shit. I merely scratched poor little Ramon. Acrylics cut deeper than that. Well, what's a slasher to do? You reality stars always love to exaggerate. Anyways, after much deliberation, I've decided to kill you all. I just can't handle you backstabbing two-faced bitches. Especially you, Kevin. Toodles! The lights turn back on. Everyone points fingers at who the potential slasher is. In a typical horror movie fashion, they decide the best course of action is for everyone to split up. Act 2, Scene 1. Love is not blind. Kevin walks alone in a forested area outside the studio. Every creak or suspicious sound frightens him. A bush rustles and Jillian pops out.
There you are! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Honey, why the hell are you in the bushes?
Now let me ask you, why didn't you immediately look for me after finding out about the slasher? I'm your wife. You should instantly protect me from any danger. Not cower about it in the forest saving your own ass.
Nag, nag, nag. I'm tired of your complaining. I'll have you know that I was actually searching for you, not hiding. I'm a jock, you know.
Retired soccer player, and you haven't played in years.
Yeah, well, you're a retired pop star that hasn't performed in years, and what's worse, you letting yourself go, gaining 40 years worth of wrinkles, and even worse, 40 pounds?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's it! This marriage is over! I'm divorcing you! Consequences be damned!
Baby cakes, baby
I am no longer your baby cakes. We are over.
Ooh, juicy.
Ah!
It's a slasher.
You don't say.
We don't have time for sarcasm. He's coming right at us.
Should we run?
I think so. Ah, get in! I'm falling!
Nah.
I won't forget this. I can't believe this is happening. We were in love. We are married. What am I to do?
Freedom!
Revenge?
You're so right. Now that he believes I'm dead, I'm going to mess with him and make him rue the day he ever betrayed me.
Good luck.
Scene 5, the non-ultimatum. After having been chased by the slasher, Kevin Dubois and Ariane Chandra run into the smoothie bar for shelter. On the left side of the stage is the restroom. On the right is the smoothie bar. Little do they know they are not alone. Gillian Dunn is hiding outside the window. And the slasher hides beside the fridge, behind the bar.
You had a total babe goddess. You were the UK's hottest and wealthiest pop star in the 90s, who, by the way, was way out of your league.
She may have seemed like a catch to the outside world, but all the nagging, man, and the whining or the baby talk to get me to pose for the paparazzis on Friday night, when all I wanted to do was crack a cold one with the boys. I couldn't take it.
I swear, all men are the same. Unappreciative, lying, manipulative.
And don't get me started with her father. The man's equally crazy as he is filthy rich. He threatened to cut my dick off if I ever filed for divorce, and proceeded to show me his collection of pickled dicks to show me that he did business.
Thank you for making me regret ever understanding this. So, what did you do?
Well, he had an empty jar with my name on it, stacked right there with the rest of where the rest of the dicks were. When Jillian came in, didn't even bat an eye at the horrendous sight. And then we all went out to brunch. So of course, I did what I had to do. I kept silent and made sure never to cross Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn, huh? What kind of psycho clicks dicks like that?
The kind that owns the richest and largest holding company in professional sports.
Oh, Kevin, don't tell me you...
That's right. When I first met Jillian, I was trying to get her to introduce me to her father. I was working myself to the bone, playing the game like a professional. But for some reason, no team wanted to take me on. Even though I was a catch. I was the Gillian Dunn of the soccer world. And at that moment, I was helpless, Arian.
So what? In what state of mind were you to think I'm going to get with this pop star so her father will sign me for a team was a good idea?
Well, actually, the original plan was to get with her father.
The slasher pulls out a bag of popcorn.
I'm in his rage, but was he hot?
Oh man, so hot. He had that Hugh Hefner kind of vibe too.
So why didn't you just go after the sugar daddy dreamboat instead?
I thought he was straight. With the exception of the pickle dick incident, of course. A few years later, Richard divorced his wife for another man. Which really pissed me off because I had my chance with him and blew it. I'm never going to make that mistake again.
Again?
So, I made sure to secure my relationship with Jillian, and it wasn't very hard. And then one night, we were having a picnic under the stars. A classy as hell date, am I right?
Sure, Casanova.
Then, the stupid slasher came uninvited and ruined the whole thing. I thought we were going to be goners, but Jillian belted out a note so high, higher than even Mariah Carey could muster, shattering not only the glasses of Prosecco, but also parts of the slasher's brain matter, giving him permanent brain damage.
Hold up. Why the hell were you guys having a picnic in the dark when you knew that there was a sale clear on the loose?
It was the 90s, it's just what we did.
And the slasher was incapacitated from her voice, so how on earth did you survive that?
Earplugs, of course. She'd yap non-stop on our dates. The only way I could tolerate her is if I couldn't hear her at all.
Wow. The irony of having the most coveted voice in the music industry and having the one you love hated is just tragic. It reads like a Shakespearean tragedy.
But this is no play. This is real life, man. And in real life, you gotta marry the pop star after surviving a serial killer attack. It was either I do that or say goodbye to my dreams of being in the Soccer Hall of Fame and instead being in the Pickle Penis Hall of Shame.
So you got the contract, got the girl, retired, and then made a reality show based on the most pivotal point in your life, which, by the way, you clearly haven't let go of. Kevin, have you considered therapy?
I'm an artist, an influencer, and a visionary. Publicizing our issues and turning them into entertainment for the screen is just what we do.
I've heard enough. I'm going to pee and forget about this conversation. Maybe throw some salt over my shoulder and cleanse your toxic ass negative energy.
The slasher tiptoes behind the duo and slips into the restroom.
I'm sure we'd be able to find some salt somewhere behind the bar.
Well, good luck with that.
Arian wets his face in the sink. The slasher's feet slowly descend to the ground behind a closed door.
Crazy Kevin. Doesn't he know that he could get cancelled for saying all that shit?
Jillian creeps up to the blender while Kevin looks for some salt behind the bar.
Aryan, are you almost finished? I could really use your help with finding some salt.
Give me a second. You are making me too nervous to go now.
Oh, sorry, bud. I hate it when people do that too. It's hard to go when there's too much pressure.
Jillian turns on the blender, eliciting screams. Kevin turns off the blender and inspects. The following events happen at the same time. The slasher walks up behind Arian and attempts to strangle him. Jillian taps on Kevin's shoulder and screeches, acting like a vengeful ghost. Kevin and Arian scream.
I thought you were dead!
I'm dead. I may be in the afterlife, but I decided to come back to haunt your ass!
Ramon, now me, it's so unoriginal of you to target POC cast first. What are you, racist?
Wakey, wakey! Glad you decided to join us in the afterlife, honey.
OMG, am I dead?
I was just kidding. No, you're not dead. At least not yet.
Please, spare my life. Have mercy.
A little birdie told me that you married me to get my dad in your graces and get you on a professional team. Kevin, is that true?
Who's the bird? I can assure you that source just misinterpreted my words.
Is it now? Why do I feel like you're lying out of your ass?
Okay, so how about the truth? Like in that episode of Pretty Little Liars, I can pretend to be on their team, but really I'm on yours. You would have a gun inside.
Was our whole marriage a lie?
No, of course not.
I'm just trying to find out where I went wrong. I mean, I gave up my career as a professional pop singer star for you. Wasn't that enough?
No. I mean, baby cakes, hear me out.
I'm not your baby cakes anymore, Kevin. I'm filing for divorce.
Divorce? But aren't you dead?
That's right. I am dead. I'm filing for ghost divorce. Because in the afterlife, marriage licenses are still valid.
Huh. Never thought that is how the afterlife would operate.
Kevin, can you please come help a brother out?
Oh no, I think Aryan is in trouble.
You and I are not finished talking.
But what if the slasher has him right now?
The slasher does have me, you goon!
Well, that's simply none of our business.
Fair point.
Back to business at hand. I just want to know how you could possibly lead me on for so many years. We were married for 13 years. For 13 years you have toyed with my heart and completely used me and my father. you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
Try harder.
Can you relax your grip a little? I'm trying to eavesdrop on this.
It's not like we both never saw this coming, Jillian. Couldn't you sense I was unhappy? Heck, you were unhappy too because of the way I treated you. Your father scared me to the point where I could not file for divorce. So I tried my best to get you to divorce me, but you just would not give up.
Of course I wouldn't give up. Because I took a vow, Kevin. And unlike you, I take my words and actions very seriously. I promise to love you until death do us apart.
And you've done the dying bit. Now go to the light. Let go of any feelings that you've held for me and embrace in this newfound freedom.
But how can I let go when you've been my whole life? My whole world?
Whenever I am put in a challenging situation, I tell myself, it be like that sometimes. I hope you can find solace in that answer.
That's some of the worst advice I've ever heard. No. What I think I need is closure.
Closure, sweet. So how do I give you that?
I just need one thing. A sincere apology.
Uh-oh, Kevin's not coming. Kevin will love that.
I am sorry
Or?
for not loving you.
And? Listen, Kevin, either you own up to your shit or you don't. It won't make any difference if you don't understand how messed up it was of you to use me in the ways that you have.
All right. I'm sorry for being messed up and using you in the ways that I have. So how do you feel? Better?
What an idiot.
Oh, wow. Yes. I feel much better. A lot more clarity on the situation.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, yes. It's nice to accept the urge I have to wrap my hands around your neck has increased tenfold. You fucker. You wasted 13 years of my life and you can't even have the decency to give me a proper apology?
You didn't feel like you got any sense of closure from that? Because I sure did.
You will pay for the heartache I've suffered with your life.
If you're planning on killing me, could you do it within the quarter? There's a deadline I missed, and I would rather have my obituary include that I was an excellent employee.
Aryan, could you come here and help a brother out?
No, you bitch. I asked for your help. Eat my karmic ass.
I'm sorry, but I'm not Kevin you knew 5 minutes ago. I'm now a changed man.
If that's the case, then embrace your death willingly and more importantly, quietly. Now shut up. I'm trying to have a cinematic death moment here.
Are you seriously giving up? I thought you were stronger than that. Coward.
You did not just... Alright, bitch. What plan do you have in mind?
Well, I can't say it out loud, or they will thwart our plan. So, I'm going to speak to you in code. Kill them with kindness.
Are you serious?
Kill them with kindness.
Either your code is so brilliant that even I don't understand, or the more probable thing is that you are a greater dumbass than I thought.
Okay, new code. Remember that controversial thing that happened between Madonna and Britney Spears at the VMAs that you won't stop talking about?
Oh, I get it. I'll kill with kindness.
Okay, on my count. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Kevin slowly reaches closer to Jillian's face and kisses her. At the same time, Aryan slowly reaches closer to the slasher's face and kisses them. Both the slasher and Jillian are taken aback and let go of their hold on their captors. Kevin and Aryan run towards each other and embrace.
Oh, genius idea, Kevin. I still think you're a bitch for not saving me earlier, but I guess I can glance over that for the time being.
So sorry about that, bud. Truce?
Oh, I forgive you.
The two embrace like they are on Selling Sunset. The slasher exits the restroom, crossing their arms, waiting for the pair to finish their inappropriately long hug.
Should we run?
Yeah, I think so.
The slasher stays behind.
Man, I'm tired of chasing these idiots. No one has it harder than me. Been plotting this scheme for a year now, and I thought it would be so much more fun than this. That's what I get for having expectations. None of them will see me coming. I mean, I'm an heiress, next in line to take over Estee Lauder's cosmetics company. Makes no sense on the surface, but it boils down to the same thing like every other horror film out there. Mommy and daddy issues. Duh. You are a girl boss. You are a queen. Despite all you had to go through, not being daddy's center of attention and having your pick-me twin murder your mother at birth and then having your aunt fake her death and your daddy mourn her loss, now is the time to get back at her. You will go down as the ultimate final girl in history. Think of all the media attention you're gonna get. Heiress survives copycat killer. On top of that, you'll steal your sister's boy toy. All right. Enough daydreaming. Time to slash some fuckers.